Hey folks, welcome to another Passion for Sound audio review. As you might be able to hear, I'm a little bit under the weather today, but I didn't want to wait to make this video for you discussing Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and all of the general deals coming up. So I apologize if I sound a little bit croaky, if I'm a bit harder to understand than usual. I apologize for that, but I did think this was a video that you might find interesting and valuable, so I made a point of sharing it. This year for Black Friday, I've reached out to a number of the retailers and brands that have provided me with gear over the last year or so to see what deals they had coming, and my approach was to cherry pick some products that I personally recommend from the various deals available. So a big part of this is for me to say, don't go out and buy stuff just for the sake of buying it. Don't go out and buy it just because it's cheap at the moment, but really be conscious about what you're looking to buy, what it is that you need, maybe what you've been saving up for, and go out and get deals that really help you build your system. Spending money on a sideways step, or maybe just dabbling in something that you're not really sure if it's right for you, can sometimes actually delay you getting to the piece of equipment you really wanted. And so without trying to reduce the fun and excitement that comes with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I do want to put out just a word of thoughtfulness and mindfulness to help make sure that you make the right decisions, not just buy stuff because it's on special. And that's why I thought I would go through the various products that I think are worth recommending that I also know are available on sale during this holiday period. And so with that in mind, let's talk through some great deals, some great specials that I personally think are worth snapping up if the product is right for you. And in every single case, I have a review available for the products that I'm recommending, so do go and check it out before dropping your hard-earned cash. I've broken these down by their availability to various regions. Within each category, there's no specific order of preference. It's basically just the order that the manufacturers or retailers got back to me in. And so let's start with the globally available products. The first one on the list here is the Tones Ones IEM. I loved these. I still love these. They're a fantastic IEM that apparently has some really unique technology used in the crossover network, and it makes for a fantastically spacious and enjoyable IEM. Tones will be offering a $99 discount, so it's a fairly hefty discount for a short period of time between the 26th of November and the 27th of November. Now they're based in Australia, so I'm assuming that's based on Australian times. To secure that discount though, you will need to enter the code, and the code's very simple. It's just Passion for Sound, all one word, and it doesn't matter uppercase, lowercase. So just Passion for Sound on the Tones website, and you can get the Ones IEMs at $99 off for that short period of 26th through 27th of November, and I think that's in Australian time. So do check it out from the 25th if you're in North America. Speaking of North America, my next brand that got back to me is a North American brand. I happen to be wearing their t-shirt today. That doesn't make this any more important of a recommendation than any of the others, but the products from Gishelli that I can personally recommend are the J2 DAC and the Arcal amplifier. Now to be clear, I actually haven't tried the Arcal, so I'm going out on a limb by making this recommendation, but everything else I've heard from Gishelli Labs has been super solid. I've also spoken to a lot of channel patrons who've had great things to say about the Arcal as well, and so I have no concerns recommending it. Gishelli Labs offering 10% off the Arcal and the J2 over the holiday period, so that's another one that I definitely recommend. And I do have a review of the J2 DAC here on the channel. The final specific global option that I have for you is the very recently reviewed Ambient Dynamics Lindale IEM. I looked at this one in my recent roundup or battle video between the Tri i3 Pro, the Moondrop Kato, the Lindale, the Ambient Dynamics Lindale, and the OH10 from Echo. And the Lindale, the AD006 as it's also called, came out as one of my favourite IEMs in that roundup. It's almost like having a pair of studio monitors in your ear because it's got a very neutral tuning that's not too bright or too harsh, and it's still got a good bit of bass dynamics to it without enhancing the bass. So it's a highly recommendable product, and particularly when they're offering further discounts over and above their launch discount. So you can get a total of $65 off, and that's coming from a starting price of $249, so a really big discount in terms of percentages. You can get that discount by going over to the Ambient Dynamics website, ordering the Lindale, and putting in the code #passion with a capital P. That's going to add the extra $5 to take it to a full $65 off. If you don't use the code, I believe there'll be a $60 discount just as part of the holiday period. This is a brand that I believe deserves more attention than they're likely getting because they're producing an IEM that is beautifully made, it sounds wonderful, and it comes with some really nice accessories, carry case, etc. Once again, check out my review if you want to know more before making a decision. Now, as I move into some more region-specific stuff, I do want to mention that Amazon is always a great place to pick up Black Friday deals. And if you'd like to support Passion for Sound while you're hunting for those deals, I'll put links down below through to Amazon if you'd like to use any of those links as a way of getting into Amazon to start your shopping. It will support the channel. It'll cost you nothing extra, but it's a huge benefit to the channel and in my ability to be able to keep bringing videos to you. So please do think about using those links. Thank you so much to anybody that does. And if you don't, that's okay as well. So now let's start talking about North America. In the North American market, one of the retailers I deal with a lot these days is Apos Audio. And Apos were kind enough to reach out to me with lots of information about specials they're having. They're providing 15% off on brands like Topping, SMSL, X-Duo, a whole bunch of different brands. And so I went through the list of all of the products they've got on special, and I've cherry-picked my personal favourites that I think are worth picking up at any time, but particularly when there's discounts available. So let me list them through now. Do remember that I've got reviews on all of them, so I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just going to list them here. I'll put links down below for both the reviews and also for the actual link through to Apos Audio. So if you're in the market for these sorts of products, here's my list of what I think are great options from the Apos Audio sales. First up, we've got a DAC in the form of the Topping E50, which I think is one of the best, if not the best budget DAC on the market. Next up, we've got an IEM in the form of the Moondrop Kato, which I think is just magic. I'm not always a huge fan of Moondrop designs, but on this occasion, I think the Kato is really, really beautiful. And then we've got a couple of amplifiers that I think are fantastic in the form of the X-Duo MT604, which is a balanced hybrid tube amp, and also the Singer SA1, which is a solid state, discrete design, also balanced amplifier. Headphone amplifier, of course, being the Passion for Sound is all about headphones. Both of these are great. In the case of the X-Duo MT604, the MT601 and 602 are also great. I've done a video comparing all three of those. So any of the X-Duo MT6 range or the Singer SA1 will be great choices if you're buying from Apos this holiday season. One other thing I should mention is that Apos have what they call Apos certified products. What that means is you're getting a product that's been bought, returned, it's been checked over, refurbished if needed, made sure it's in as new condition, and then resold at a discounted price from Apos. I'm a huge fan of buying secondhand. This is not exactly secondhand because you're still getting warranty and some sort of backup and guarantee from Apos. So it's not quite secondhand, and therefore you are paying a bit more than secondhand, but you're getting those guarantees. What's extra cool about that during this holiday season is that all of the Apos certified products are 20% off. So you can make a massive saving here if you're interested in buying those Apos certified products. Of course, the nature of these products means that what's available will change over time, but in looking through, a couple of items that stood out to me was the aforementioned MT604 and also a Matrix Element X. So there's budget gear, there's high-end gear. It's a great way to potentially save yourself a bunch of cash. So do think about checking the Apos certified gear as well. I'll put a link through down to the overall catalogue of that in case you're interested. Now, interestingly, as I was putting this video together, I had one late email come through from HiFiGo. HiFiGo have been kind enough to share with me in the past amps like the MT601 and the MT602, and they do tend to carry much of the same range that I've just talked about with Apos, only they're available worldwide. So if you liked the sound of some of the stuff I just talked about with Apos and you're not in North America, then you can get almost the exact same deals, maybe the exact same deals, via HiFiGo. So I'll also put links down below if you're outside of North America or for some reason you don't want to buy from Apos, do check out the HiFiGo links down below. I haven't gone through and cherry-picked individual products because they're providing discounts on almost the exact same products as Apos. One sneaky selection, and I haven't checked this one out yet, but if they do happen to have the SMSL DO200 DAC, that's one I would absolutely recommend snapping up. So check out the links down below from HiFiGo if you're not in North America or you don't want to buy from Apos for some reason, and good luck with your bargain hunting. But we're not quite finished yet because I've saved up for my local Aussie viewers and patrons a few more opportunities here. For those of you based here in Australia, you've got the ability to buy the Aurus Audio Euterpe, which is a marvellous headphone amplifier and preamp. It's technically got a DAC, I don't recommend using it, but if you're looking for an amazing tube amp that looks great, it sounds beautiful, it's just a really spectacular product, but it is also a pricey product, over the holiday period, you're going to be able to get some discounts on that. Now, I don't know all the exact details on that one. This deal's being arranged by the local Australian distributor of Aurus Audio, so I'm not exactly sure which retailers do and don't stock the Aurus, but what I'll do is put a link down below through to the dealer locator on the Radiance AV website, Radiance AV being the distributor, so you can follow the link, find a retailer close to you, and contact them if you're interested in the Aurus Audio Euterpe. The final Aussie bargain that I've got here is from Melbourne Hi-Fi Audio, who've been a huge supporter of the channel with brands like Shanling, a lot of the IEM brands like Blonde, Tin Hi-Fi, many different products over the last year or so. They've been very gracious in sending to me for review, and they've also got the same 15% off with brands like Topping, SMSL, etc. So if you liked the sound of what I said from Apos Audio before with products like the Topping E50, do follow the Melbourne Hi-Fi Audio link down below and check out what they've got to offer. Andy from Melbourne Hi-Fi Audio has been nothing but great to deal with from my end, so I highly recommend supporting a relatively small business that's up and coming and doing great things for the Australian audio market. And that brings me to the end of this video. I hope some of the suggestions I provided and the links I provided help you to snap up some truly fantastic deals. Once again, I deeply appreciate any purchases made using the affiliate links provided below, as it provides a little bit of income back to the channel that makes a significant difference to my ability to keep producing these sorts of videos. So thank you very much in advance. I hope you find some great deals, have some great but mindful shopping, and end up with a much better audio system and overall a better music listening experience as a result. So best of luck with your bargain hunting, and most importantly, happy listening, and I'll see you here next time on Passion for Sound.